spending time with my family, enjoying it. Being traded is a process that nobody likes to go through. So it's kind of caught me off guard, caught me off shock, and it was right in the middle of my camp. So I already had an obligation and a dedication to those kids. So I wasn't able to come to the press conference after I got traded. And the main thing was, the process of moving. So I just felt like I took that opportunity to just spend more time with my kids.
Are you happy to be here? Are you happy to be here?
Oh yeah, I'm very happy to be here, especially with these guys that are looking for a new start, a fresh start somewhere. Coach Stevens, the first coach, the honor. I think the main thing that a lot of people have taken out of this is that I didn't want to come, I didn't want to be here, I didn't want to be a part of it. That's so far from the truth. I think the main thing was me being a veteran for 13 years. I've been traded for 3 times in the past 3-4 years. This trade kind of caught me off guard. I didn't see it coming. I didn't know nothing about it. It ain't like, my agent talked to me about it and said, well, it's a possibility it might be a trade or something. I'm basically sitting at home with family and friends. We're sitting around the table playing cards, getting ready to watch the NBA draft, and bam, it hits the screen. I don't know anything about it, so it kind of caught me off guard. It put me in shock, and you kind of sit back and look at yourself and wonder, what happened. Is it something I could have done better to stay, or in a situation that had nothing to do with Boston and me coming to Boston. I'm actually happy to be here in Boston. I've always loved the city of Boston when I came. And besides, I'm a Red Sox and Patriots fan, so I'm close to my team. So, I'm happy to be here, and I want to be here. And, it's a fresh start. It's kind of hard, when you've been in the league for 13 years, coming somewhere that's got to start all over. But, for me, I think it is a challenge, and, trying to turn this team around like I did in Charlotte, and, kind of help these guys out and, push us as far as we can get.
You play with some younger rosters. What is the hardest part about making that transition?
I think the hardest thing about it is getting everybody to buy into the team system. When you come in with a bunch of young guys who are freshly into the league, they're kind of into their own game. A lot of the guys kind of play for their own selves, play for their next contract, instead of buying into the team system. I think the main thing, especially when I was young with Chris Webber and Blighty, those guys, they kind of taught me, if you buy into the team system and you fit right into the team system and the team does good, that helps you out when it comes time for you to negotiate your next contract. So I think that's one of the main things, you have to talk to the young guys about these days and kind of get them to see that, you're only as good as your team is doing. And if your team is doing well, then obviously you're going to be noticed.
How did you become a Red Sox and Patriot fan?
Well, I'm from Alabama. We don't have a professional team there, so I like Big Papi. I've always followed Big Papi. I enjoy watching him those days, and that's how I became a Red Sox fan. And then I'm just fascinated with Brady. I like watching Brady play. I've been a big Brady fan since he got started in this league, and I've been following him since day one, him and Coach Belichick, and those are my favorite team. Actually, at my house, I have a Patriots room, split Patriots and Red Sox room.
What's in this room?
Basically shoes, material things. I have a couple of Brady jerseys, a couple of pictures of Brady, Belichick, the championship teams, a couple of the Super Bowl pictures. I have a lot of the Red Sox World Series things. I have an autographed bat from Ortiz, just some memorabilia, and a lot of things from my career in the NBA.
Have these guys taught you just about leadership?
I really haven't talked to anybody about it. I've only been here for 2 days, so I had a chance to sit down and talk with Coach Stevens. And, he kind of explained to me the type of style of play he wanted this team to be, and up-tempo and pushing, what he expected of us out on the court as far as spreading the floor and forcing the tempo against opposing teams. But other than that, I haven't been able to discuss anything else with him.
As a veteran, with Coach Stevens being a first-year NBA coach, what's your mindset about that?
My main thing is, like I told you, I'm here for anything that you need, for any help you need. I'm here to help you, but the main thing is enjoy it, come out and coach. And, the main thing is, we're all behind you. We want to do the best as far as you do. And our main thing is just we want to go out and play hard every night and try to improve every night and get better as a team.
Statistically, anyways, it seemed like last year,
some of your numbers took a step back. Were you able to figure out over the summer why that might have been the case and what might be different?
It is hard to see. You know, I play on a team with 3 all-star scorers. We average 25, 30 points a game. My role on that team wasn't to score. My thing was to go out every night and guard the opposing team's best player. And I felt like, you know, that was a role that was established to me at the beginning of the season in training camp. I felt like, as far as that job, I went out and did a pretty good job at that every night. You know, this is the NBA, guys get hot. You can't stop anybody, you can only help control them and maintain them. I think I did a great job of doing that. I think a lot of people took heed of me and kind of felt like I was falling off because I didn't score like I used to score, or I didn't do the things offensively that I used to do, but I wasn't asked to do that with Darren, Joe, and Brooke. You know, those guys there that mostly the 1, 2, 3 option. You know, that wasn't my main focus on offense. I think we had enough guys there that could score and do whatever they wanted to do offensively, but we had very few guys that were willing to guard the opposing player's best team. And I think I did a great job with that.
KG was the voice of this defense for so many years. Do you think you have to fill some of that role?
I don't think our defense would be not to take anything away from our team, but as good as the KG defensive teams. We're still young, the process, and on top of that, you know, they had a system there. Doc Rivers had a system. We're coming in with Coach Stevenson, with new coaching staff and new players, and we're all into this new. You know, he has his new ideas that he wants to introduce and bring to the team, and you know, it's going to be an adjustment for all of us, adjusting to, you know, the system that he wants to play.
At this stage of your career, how hard is it for you to be in a situation like this?
It's very hard, you know. At 13 years in, you never want to go to a team that's starting to rebuild and reprocess over. You know, your main focus is trying to get somewhere where you can, you know, kind of end your career on a championship note. At the same point, you know, I'm here. You know, I'm happy to be here. I'm going to enjoy being here. I'm going to enjoy playing with the younger guys and the younger team. The main thing is, you know, if we can improve, like I told the guys, you know, a championship is what I would want, is what I want to go out with. But I've never won a championship in my life. So my life isn't based on championships. It's just based on me having a successful career and, you know, having fun and enjoying the game and going out, you know, on a positive note in the game. So if I can come here and, you know, build with this team and improve with this team and get us back into the playoff contention and push forward from there, then I feel I'd be more happy than I would be on a team that's won a championship.
Did it take you a while to reconcile yourself to it, though? I mean, except there was a period when you...
Yes, I was a period in that situation, especially coming from a team that, you know, was just in the playoffs that were capable of competing for a championship, and then you come here, when the whole process of mindset here is that you're rebuilding and starting over. So it takes you a while to kind of let that soak in and understand, you know, what's going on with that. But at the same time, you know, the game, we're playing the game of basketball is something I love to do. And, you know, just to get out and be able to play it in a historic place like Boston, organization with so much rich history, is going to be fun, and I'm looking forward to the season.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.